teach them the way. Happy Easter to you too. Show them all the beauty it's all that inside. Giving them a sense of pride to make it easy. Let the children's laughter let it remind us how we used
to be. Alright, enough. Whitney, enough. Sorry about that. Bit slow for me. Love that song, but I've never heard it that slow. Well, the children are our future. Dr. Setcher, this one's for you. How about that? I will include Florian a little bit in that. Whitney Houston, wonderful, talented human being, what a voice, and all destroyed by drugs, illegal drugs. Now, some of the illegal drugs are actually good drugs because they are organic and they can actually, you know, when we do get sick, take some pain away from us. And by forbidding anything, that's what, you know, makes it interesting. Then of course that's a whole industry attached to that. So, you know, we got to make that interesting, right? And then, you know, tons of money involved in that. That industry intertwined with your industry. I'm not pointing fingers, I'm just saying this is how it is. Then there's the oil industry putting pressure on you. Of course, you know, you are a powerful company, as you say for yourself, and so, you know, tons of power, you know. Lots of money out there. Money is power. So is love. And money is energy, love is energy, and you know, when has money become more important than that love energy? And so could we turn that around and make it right again and make it flow, because it's not flowing right now. You know, it's constantly on strike here in Germany now, and you know, are you surprised? You know that in Germany it's getting stuck now. You know, I mean, I'm here. I keep telling you that this thing wants to get out. It wants to know that we know how it communicates to each and every single one of us. It's sick of the system, and I heard you, you know, be sick of that system yourself. And are those just words, or do you really mean that? Because again, I feel like I offered so many times, and I'm at a loss how to get to your heart and you know, open that up so you let somebody in who's totally unknown, and I feel I'm not that unknown to you. You know, you've done your share in things, you know. I mean, you say that, like, when I call, it's like, well, you know, so you just need to know, like, you're really not important. Well, I'm so unimportant that you sent your Dr. Kredenfeld against me. I'm so unimportant that you had your security department call the security department in America to tell my children to make me shut up. So unimportant. I'm so little piece of shit to you. I'm so unimportant that you know, I keep getting locked up in the mental institution, and not because I'm sick. Now, you know, I would say, all right, fine, you know, I have like a lifelong disease. I believe that too, you know, for a while, because I was so intimidated. I needed to follow your system and I needed to learn it because I had no idea what your system was like when I came here in 2003. So I just did everything that I was told, like a little girl, you know, following like a dog. Like I learned from my mom, you know, which is why I escaped. So anyway, I followed your system here, and it ain't working. I went through every program out there. Now, I also know, I mean, there's got to be a reason why I get exposed to all those things that are not working, because I meet some people where you know, it appears to be okay, and yet, you know, generally it's like once you are the identified patient, you will be the patient for life in that system, because that's what you get told. You know, when you have a mental issue, it's lifelong. It cannot be cured, because you know, you have an industry attached to that tells you this. And you have doctors who have absolutely no idea. You know, they're treating the brain for feeling problems. Now, since when are feelings in the brain? Can you tell me this? And, you know, you pin one diagnosis on me that's lifelong. You know, I accept that. Then there comes the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one, and the fifth one. I don't know how many I have, like 5 or 6 or something, right? Now they get interchanged, you know. And you want me to respect this? Now, who's crazy here, right? It took me a while to figure this out, and also, you know, it took a while for the thing to teach me how it communicates. And, you know, I'm listening to, you know, artists are very much in touch of that. You know, they're very much in touch with the thing. And yet I claim they you know, if they had my knowledge, they would come out and say, you know what, you all need to learn this. Well, they don't. They get the guidance, but they don't have the knowledge that I have, because otherwise they would do what I'm doing, trying to get to you to get this out. And so I learned that, you know, relationships get broken up. They're not broken up because of us people. There is a higher power at work that crashes everything. It just, you know, look at the world. You know, we have over 50% rate of divorce in the developed world, you know, and the other ones, they're just, you know, producing, you know, children over children over children, you know, because they're scared shit to you know, they lose so many children, so they want to be taken care of when they're old. And so, you know, we have a system based on fear, and this thing, you know, sees that our world is deteriorating, and there are people out there, you know, they get information, and this thing is guiding me to this information. And so, you know, there's this one attorney that helped me sue my mom for the money that was mine, that she kept and felt like she could control it. Well, you know, it was a time when Annika and Florian were still talking to me, and they sent me pictures, and then, you know, I showed them one of them with Florian, where he was like totally, he was almost naked. He had a tanga underwear on from Calvin Klein, and a bow tie. That's it. That's all he wore. And then, you know, he took, you know that picture, right? You know, he took his sister and grabbed her there, and you know, sticking his penis against her. And I admit to that. When I first saw that, you know, I thought like, oh my God, you know, I saw him totally naked. I've never seen him like that when we were living together. And I thought, oh yeah, well, funny, right? So he had this girl that, well, this attorney pointed out to me, it's my daughter. Well, then that's when I got disgusted. And you know what? I should have gotten that disgusted with any girl he does this to. And when he was born, you know, his father said, well, you know what? He's always kind. He's not aggressive enough. I hope he's not gay. Well, this is how we treated him until I left. And well, I guess he's aggressive enough now, right? Is he aggressive enough for you? Because you know what? Your CEO and I'm sorry, I'm pointing fingers this time. because your CEO, Erich Lieb, he took him to the New York Fashion Show and exposed him to a professional prostitute. And coming from this background of uncertainty, you know, he was open for anything to prove that he's a man. Well, I'm sorry, I have no forgiveness for that, none whatsoever, because I know what was pornography, what paid sexual shit does to people. It's enough, okay? That's what I'm here for. It's enough. You know, it's you know, I heard this also, that, you know, when there's a war, in order to punish the men, you know, other men have sex with their wives. How sick is this? How much sicker do you want to get? And then all in the name of love, all in the name of God or Allah or some shithead that's dead. Well, I'm alive. I'm fucking alive. And you know, I'm sorry, I'm just a woman. You know, and I heard Chris de Burgh, you know, sing about a leader will come again, for it is written. And he describes on how in this man-made system, religion is abused, and somebody who comes with the knowledge of this higher power, it's just one, is being used, you know, by people who have who are famous and you know, have already some people, you know, trusting them for whatever reason, because it's not from the higher power. And then, you know, they use these people that have this knowledge, and you know, they get as much as they can, and then they pretend it's theirs. And that's exactly what's happening right now. The Pope is guided, but then how come he doesn't share with everybody how this guidance comes to him? You know, yes, he studied books, theology. How cool! All that shit. I'm sorry, you know, it makes me angry, because, you know, I keep pounding, and I keep knocking at your door, and nothing happens. You know, it's like, what can I do? Well, now I send my emails always to dialogue@daimler.com, so then it gets, you know, sent to whoever, you know, who filters it. Well, Dr. Z, do you think that we can do this, you know, head on, you and me? You can have your team there, but could you make your decision on your own without other people making the decision for you? Or why are you the CEO? Why are you on top there? Why are you in charge? Now, if your company is really that powerful, like what's his name? Dr. Michael Ehrmann. If it's really that powerful, then please now show the world how powerful you are. Because again, Angel Gabriel, you know, he will get you the you call it TIP, the Atlantic Trade Agreement. And then what? You have the Atlantic Trade Agreement. Now, I made all kinds of designs, which, of course, you know, if you just pick one, it doesn't make any sense. Now, I come with an entire concept, you know, giving Daimler a soul. You wrap that around Daimler, right? And Daimler will fly so sky high like you would not believe. And it's bigger than the Atlantic Trade Agreement. It's gonna be global, not just Atlantic. There's gonna be the Pacific and the Indian Ocean, and, you know, all these others. The North Sea, how about that? So yeah, you know, let's be humorous about it too, and let's forgive one another for the mistakes that we made. You know, yes, I accuse you, I pointed the finger, you know, so many times at you. Why otherwise would you need me if there's not issues that need to be resolved and need to be changed? And, you know, you say nobody can change the system alone. You're not alone anymore. You got me. Somebody from the outside, bigger than Daimler. Wow. You know, so let's make it work. Happy birthday, sir. And let's crash the hospital system as well, and the court system that supports the hospital system, and the pharmacy and all this garbage, right? Now, I know a lot of that, and a lot more, and you will not have to pay that much anymore, because, you know, we can make it bigger. Please.